Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by Lune and INNATE, and today I'm very honored to be creating for you either a relaxation tool or a sleep aid, or for those of you who resonate, those of you who invoke your free will to participate, a supportive energy work session by Proxy. Proxy as in my focus is on my setup here, so I can focus on your eyes and your face, your neck, your shoulders, down your body, down your legs, etc. Alright, so our theme today is kind of in alignment with the fact that, oh my gosh, who is feeling the pressure? Who feels like the egg is about to crack and we have been tapping, we have been wearing a hole, we have been going, and we know that there's like more beyond. We can feel it. We can feel this shell about to crack, right? The ceiling about to, disappear. And that's beautiful, but there is a lot of work to do to really lay that foundation once the egg cracks. Once we move into this next phase, if you can call it that. So what I mean is your phase of your personal evolution, personal development, whether that be healing all areas of your life and creating healthier or more whole, solid foundations for you to continue to progress upon, or if it's specifically career or your mystic capabilities or your love life, whatever it is. I feel like we all can tell there's a big buzz in the air that the train is like pulling up to the station. I hope that makes sense. And I want to support the fact that there's a lot of work to do. It's not just like, oh yeah, I just kind of coasted into it. Don't get me wrong, I want it to be easy. And that's something we're going to focus on. Allowing ease and grace in this transition. But there's no denying there's work to do. And even rest is work when your body and your spirit bodies and stuff are like processing and assimilating, calibrating to this new higher version of yourself, higher frequency. Alright, so the session today is to support that comfortable assimilation, and also a bit of clearing and really empowering. We did a empowering the spirit body recently, so this is a bit more of empowerment on a different level to support the transition. So I hope that makes sense. I know they do seem a bit similar, but I just really feel like this is the theme that is going to serve a lot of us right now. So forgive me if it feels like a dupe at all. It won't be. Alright, so we're going to first light our candle. A little salt pipe holder for my tea light here. Salt because of the purification. I did a live stream fairly recently talking about how many of us have had to give up something very major in our lives, whether it was by choice, hopefully by choice, or the universe just kind of made it happen for you because they're like, you need room, you have to clean out the closet, or you have to change your habits, you have to change your lifestyle, you have to change something very prominent in your field to really clear a lot of space to be able to see so much more. So I want this session to support as well those elements we talked about, which is being able to handle this transition on a more emotional level. Not feeling like torn or split or 1 foot in, 1 foot out. We're going straight through, Right, so we're going to light our candle here. On behalf of your and my and everyone else's highest and greatest good, in perfect comfort and alignment. Just have a look at this flame here. Have a look at this candle. Always set our intention. It is my intention today to support the collective in preparing for a really major shift, preparing for a major transformation, the work that presents itself to us as we're now laying a new foundation, a new level of foundation. You may have a lot of ideas, you may be being really called to do a lot. So we want it to be comfortable, we want it to be as smooth as possible, yes, but we can't not acknowledge how substantial and how important it is to pay attention while this foundation is becoming crystallized. We have many I'm saying many. I think there's 4 or 5. But planets in Capricorn right now. Forgive me for not listing them off to you. But there are a lot of planets in Capricorn, and Capricorn is very much about development, projects, work, financial stuff. Right. And if there's something specific you'd like to set an intention for, please do. Okay. So we've got our fire, right? And here I have a little rope incense we're going to light. Call in the element of air. Go. And we're just going to wave this through all around you. Right. We just want to get a nice foundation for the work that we're doing. Alright, I'm just going to go down your back, down your shoulders, down your arms, in the armpit area. Great. Around the hips, around the waist too. Down the legs, the back of the knees. Great. That's very pretty. Great. I did bring in some stones I thought would be helpful. The first is this amazing kind of holographic optical calcite. It's just gorgeous. But I love it for its dimensional look, for seeing between dimensions, for realizing we're about to push through the wall onto the other side. What that means for us, what that looks like, most importantly, what that feels like for you. Create that as your anchor, that feeling. What does your new world feel like? Because listen, this is up to you. Bring it back. So gorgeous, right? I hope you can see how pretty it is. Obviously you can. All the different worlds in there. Different doorways. Different experiences of the senses, of light, of vibration. And these are, I'll show you a little closer, two little geode-like, this is a type of geode with like a lavender banding. Cute little space to crawl inside. And then this one, it's black. It also has some chalcedony. Perhaps it's a black chalcedony, I'm not 100% sure. The outsides are rough and they remind me of an egg. There are stones called thunder eggs. I don't think these would be classified as that, to my knowledge. Sorry. But I'm just gonna tap around you. Just support you being able to push through that wall. We've done this before, but I really like it. Go down your back. Back out of focus. Tapping right down the center of the spine. From the back of the head. Down through the neck. All the way to the tailbone. Right. We'll do it in the front too. So down the center of your skull, down your neck, your chest, abdomen, How cool, right? That like something just very normal looking, unsuspecting would have such a beautiful little thing going on inside. I'll put this by the candle. Gonna move this. There we go. Alright. Now I'm going to use a series of different oils for different intentions. The first is this cute little Storm Witch oil from Vala's Enchanted Perfumery. And just like we've made those little taps, little perforations, we're going to go through with this storm oil with the intention of supporting, connecting with storm energy, which is quite cut through, quite two worlds collide. Transformative and like fast, like lightning. So we're gonna push it in, down your head, down your neck, down your chest, abdomen, just right down your torso, being mindful of your private space, of course. And then I'm going to do the same to the back. And I'll bring you back so you don't get stressed out. Alright, now just down the back of the head, the back of the neck, down the spine, past the shoulders, down the back, lower back, right down your body. Great. In a similar style, I'm going to use this, which was a gift. Dragon's Fire from Points of Light. This is in Long Beach, California. It's a very cinnamony smell to me. I'm sure there are other notes, but it feels like punchy and powerful. It's nice. It's really nice, but it has a cinnamony smell too. So I'm just gonna put a few drops. 5. Close the lid before I knock it over. And this we're going to press into you to really energize. And I'm going to focus on channeling, of course. Focus on just really empowering and energizing. Giving you this le force, you know? You can create anything. Not that you need me to tell you that, but you can. You can have the relationship you want, the type of relationship you want. You can make the kind of money you want to make. You can work in fields that inspire you and that you're passionate about. You can follow your heart, follow what feels best, particularly what feels best and serves others. And I don't mean to take it away from you, it's about you, but it's about you and your role here. And in turn, how could it not include others? Right, so we're just gonna sweep it in, like we're just kind of making little, like icing. Just sending in these gentle ribbons, currents. Swirl them down. Like you're swallowing it, you're ingesting it. It goes down your throat, down your chest, down into your stomach. You start to feel a little warmth here in your lower abdomen. This creative energy. It's kind of like when you take a sip of something warm. You feel it go all the way through you. Now we're going to use a little spray to call in your guides, to call in the support, calling and meeting the right people here in this realm. Because in this new life, and that's a lot of the reason we've had to let go of things closest to us, kind of, I don't want to say blocking our view, but blocking our view a little bit. It's definitely work stuff for me. I've had to let go of things I really love to do other things that I really love and I'm very called to do. But because we've had this release, because we can feel this kind of untangling or unwinding or letting go, it's time to call in or connect with the others that are more aligned with us. It's never that we'll be alone, unless we choose to be. But more so, there are periods of isolation or detachment because we're traveling, like if we connected while we weren't fully baked yet, it would be a mess, it wouldn't be stable. It would kind of perhaps hold us in this kind of limbo, or we would be attracting people who are not fully on their developed level either, and perhaps even taking away from them, you know what I mean? Because we would be a distraction to them as well. So we're using this spray to call in our guides, and specifically open paths, open channels for the people sharing this earth experience with us who are like-minded or whose paths we are destined to cross. Just being open to those opportunities, the invitation. Moving your energy up your back, over your head, down your face, down your neck, down the front of your body, down your legs, under your feet to the back, up the back of your legs, up past your hips, up your lower back, up your shoulders, up your neck, up the back of your head, over your head, back up. And just focus on this current revving up. We're revving our energy here. You might start feeling excited. You might start feeling relaxed. Neither are good. They're both good feelings that support fulfilling, this calling or this like egg cracking scenario. All right. Great. Now we want to do a little more channeling. And I'm going to tune in a little more deeply, a little more loosely for me to create some space for things to potentially come through. I'm seeing like kids, like a brother and sister or something, outside a kind of like barn or different kind of school, like a more farmy or homeschool or alternative school kind of thing. I'm seeing this like character, like an owl, but like a superhero owl. You're really cutting your own cloth here. You're really carving your own path. You're finding your own route. And it's not to say you're not going to take advice from people. And it's not to say you're going to go like totally loose without any type of inspiration or mentorship or anything, But it's for you, It's really, you're becoming more aware, it feels, of that this is not going to be like the same route for you as maybe it was for someone else that you're witnessing. And it's really good to know. I'm glad that if that resonates, I'm glad that you're there because it's true. And when we try to fit our path to someone else's, things fall apart. My hand over your head. I'm seeing like a building now, like a kind of high-rise or apartment building, office building maybe residential. But it's like when you're in the city and you look up and it's just this like corner, all these windows and glass. I'm going to focus on the eyes and all the way like around the head, around the vision, kind of where your glasses would go. Seeing like a kind of question mark-esque looking shape in the like throat area, I guess. Feel insecurity or doubt in yourself. Like this change is coming. And you're like, I'm ready for it, but there's like a doubt or insecurity. So let's empower the space. Know that if we can even think about it, we can have it. It's close enough. Notice how lately you've been seeing people doing what you want to do. Like if you wanted to start a kids yoga thing, you're seeing more people doing that. Or if you wanted to have a studio, you're seeing people with a studio. Or if you wanted that like high-rise office or high-rise apartment building, you're like meeting people who live in those places, or you're seeing it even in like your social media feeds when you're scrolling, whatever it is that you've seen, it just, and this is another sign, it's closer to you than you think, you know? We want to release the old ways. We want to release the old foundation. That's what it feels like. It feels like we're going to this new foundation, this new level, but we're going back to the old foundation. And while there will always be like key pieces of foundations, just like the elements or the four corners or whatever, you know, it still needs to evolve. There's still like an evolution, and you can't just like duplicate it. You can take from it, but you can't duplicate it. So I want to work through. I'm just going to focus now on the back of the head here, like back here. Just untangling those beliefs, those patterns. Releasing them. They're like dying leaves, you know, you just barely have to pull on them and they fall right off. But now they won't be draining the the nutrients, you know, the energy and stuff. Alright, and we want to create new patterns. New foundations, new things adding to your day, new reactions, new beliefs. Right, then we want to kind of pull that from the back of the mind out into the front to the conscious mind, the aware mind. Just kind of creating these little pathways so it more easily reroutes to this more empowered version. Okay. Just want to do a little more scanning. Oh, sorry. I'm seeing like a pageant or like winning something. Yes, like stop comparing yourself, you know? Stop thinking that there's any reason you can't do it, because you can. It was like a country fair, kind of like pageant looking thing. Alright. I'm seeing like a black rose. Sorry, I got tickled. Now tapping into pure frequency, pure prana, pure elevation, pure expansion. You have all the tools to break through this shell. You're ready, you know what's coming. You'll know when the very perfect time is. You'll know when you're out of it. It might take you a day or some time in general to totally break through, and that's okay. It's better, you know, you have to adjust to the temperature in the new space. I feel like so many people are like right through, seeing like castles and just creating how you want to. Not like I think we're all gonna get castles, but just like a symbolism of like what you're building, how you're running it. We had that card recently, actually, the King of Wands in the live stream, reminding you that you're creating your kingdom, and there's a lot that goes into that. You know, there's a lot. It's not just the hat and the chair, you know. You got to run the show. You got to have your eyes at least in everything. You can delegate. Okay. All right, just want to drag down the legs. Make sure we're releasing. Call up this earth energy. Call it up through your feet, to the soles of your feet, up your legs, into your body, your torso, rising up this channel, the spinal column, center of your body. You feel supported, connected, capable, ready, well rested. You've been preparing. You're just ready for this. It's like major glow up, major shift, major change, total new you, new life. I know it's cheesy around New Year's, but like, hello. I just want to create some paths. Actually, I want to use a little tool. I can find it. This little selenite slice. I just want to kind of use it as a carving. It's very blunt. It's not sharp, you know, but just for symbolism. I want to cut through and call through these paths of cosmic support, of cause and effect, and this like exchange, like going back and forth. It's so important now to hold the field, hold the thought of what you want to create. If you're having a hard time moving beyond that or getting into it comfortably, validate. If you have doubt, validate it. If you feel nervous, if you feel insecure, validate it. Let yourself feel it so it can be released and move on. Right. Always pathways, possibility, ideas, and insight, support. And then from the bottom up, like we did already, I just want to kind of comb up the body with this cute little comb-like movement, a little spatula. Alright. My last suggestion to you, your last bit of homework, excuse me, is to get yourself a new journal, or one you have that you haven't used yet, and write this stuff down. Set these intentions. You'll look back in a year and be like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Validate your feelings first. If you're feeling insecure or any doubts, release it, transform it, declare what you are calling in. Know that your energy is right for this process, particularly if you're working with something like this video session or anything else for yourself. Write your goals, but most importantly, how you want to feel. So don't just write the money that you want in the bank. You can write that, but don't just write that. Write, most importantly, what you want to experience, what you want to feel, the ways you want to grow. Get yourself a nice pen. This is a silver pen. Make it feel special. Light a candle, you know? And then get to it. I feel like we all have a lot of work to do, don't we? I don't mean to stress you out, just the way it is, right? And I don't mean we shouldn't be resting. That's part of the work. Right? I hope you enjoyed this little session. Really, I wanted to kind of gas you up, let you know that it's true. All those feelings, that kind of bottleneck, that coming to a head, that pressure, that change, all of it, like, yes, you're right. It's real and it's for something. And use that momentum. Use those feelings. Use whatever the feeling was when you had to let go of something to clear space recently. Use that feeling to carry out the validation and the honor of the experience, and know that that was so big and beautiful that you're coming in, you're pulling in so much more, even more precisely aligned to you and you as you've been developing. Right? So I know this one had a lot of talking and tapping and not everyone's into it, but I just had to make this video. I want to say thank you so very much, specifically to my Patreons. Oh my god, thank you. Hope you have been enjoying the videos and, you know, all of that. I love talking to you guys there, and just knowing that there's a community where we can talk about all kinds of stuff makes me very happy, you know. So thank you so much, and for helping me to create these videos. Of course, I wanted to share as well that I do have a event coming up in Florida. It's just one day. It's in February. So if you want to check out my website, in my events section, or you can purchase a ticket through my website, please feel free to. It's basically an event for healers and intuitives and empaths who either work in this field or want to work in this field or are developing this area of their life so they can be more empowered in it. We're going to cover some different healing aspects, so just all kinds of stuff. I won't bore you with it. And I want to thank everyone who has ordered the book. You know, we're getting like reviews on Amazon now. It's so exciting. So just thank you so much. I am just so grateful for all of this. And I'll let you go. So from the very, very, very bottom of my heart, I bow to the divine within you, within me, to the magic that we share. All right?